It's week 4 of the NFL, and we've got a rematch of last year's wild card round in the NFC playoffs. It's the Eagles and the Bucs on EA Sports.
Well, as soon as you see that pirate ship in the north end zone, you know exactly where we are. It's the home of the Buccaneers, Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay. Welcome in, football fans. Thanks for joining us. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Raymond James. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And bringing them out, a fourth-year quarterback and capable dual-threat producer from Ohio State's Justin Fields.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. A couple of interceptions. He's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Slot man in motion right. First down throw for Fields. It's caught. This is Gabe Davis. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Fields on first down. Finding Davis. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down carry for Achane. And he's able to get this down to the 36. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
Here we go.
Staying on the ground here with Achane. And he gets this forward to the 19. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10.
Here we go. Hurry up, hurry up. Right. Right.
This will be caught by Adams. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Trying to run it in, Achane will score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. Devon Achane with the touchdown. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. And leading the way is their fourth-year QB.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And, of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. Here's Lance. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. All set up now for 1st and 10. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Taken in by Tim Ryman. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. To the air, Lance. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they're left with 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's Lance. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Here's Jake Moody for the field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Moody knocks it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Why not? Here we go. Good.
They'll start the drive with Achan. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Here we go, son.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Oh, he lost the football. And the Eagles get to it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they've got to be looking to one another. Hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 41. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Runs it in for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles parlay the turnover into a lead. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the Eagles push their lead to 3. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Return coming from the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They're out and set. 1st and 10. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Up, hurry up.
From the 37. That's Mayer. He's got it. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Out of the shotgun, Fields. He's on the move. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. A lot of minutes on the move here. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Throw wheeled in by Mayer. And he's brought down after a short gain. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Here we go.
A-Chain on the inside give. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
Davis, the motion man right. Fields on 3rd. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. Pressure off left, and it's blocked.
You just never know what could be the play at the end of the game that we look back on and say, you know what? That was the play that decided it all. It seems small now. It's just a little old point, right? But if this one stays close to the end, keep an eye on that block because that single point could loom very, very large.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Throwing his lands. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. We're going for this. Running there to haul it in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
On 1st down, they'll run. The defenders are there to get him at the line. Remain Pratt with the play defensively. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Looking to throw Lance. Walker hauls it in. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Here's Lance now. Wilson's got it. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
First down, and they go right back to it. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That's Marcus Davenport with the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Lance. Completed over the middle. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Now it's Lance. Dump off caught by his back. And they get this down to the 28.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first. They send a man in motion. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. The Eagles pushing for a score before the break. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Back to the well again. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 5 on that play. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 6. They'll throw it. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Buccaneers scoop it up. The 40. Hits the 20. And he will take it back. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers grow their lead just before halftime. Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers make it a 10-point ball game. After seeing his point after blocked, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Gray now on the return. Oh, he shows a burst on this return. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. Complete out to the right. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
This is reeled in by Wilson. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout, so that's their first. They'll throw it again. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Here's Lance. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a 1-score game before halftime. It's a Tez Walker touchdown. PAT up and good for Moody. And the Eagles cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Buccaneers send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. Holding just a field goal lead. Probably going to see them play it close to the vest in the time we've got remaining. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Well, we've hit halftime here in Tampa. And the Buccaneers. And I guess we'll follow up with the rest of the NFL after this one ends. We're moving right along to the start of the second half. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Here's a give up the middle. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future. This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Into the hands of Walker. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. To the line we go. They're set, first and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Bails out of the pocket quick. On target to Musgrave. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Right up the gut. And he gets this forward to the 19. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10. Working inside the red zone. That's complete to Wilson. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up third and 2. Back-to-back carries here. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Another carry for him. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain that time, and now it'll be second and goal. To the air, lands. And that falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Third and long for him here. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Here's Agnew on the return. What a hit, and the ball's loose. And they steal it back on the return. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They're going play action. Headed out right. Hauled in by Musgrave. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll hand it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's Lance. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles now lead by 10. It's a Taz Walker touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Eagles drive their lead to 11. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Here's Agnew on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Buccaneers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. 1st down throw for Fields. That's caught. Devon Achane. Nowhere really for him to go. He steps out, and they're going to lose some yardage.
Here we go. Right.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Doesn't make the connection.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Fields on 3rd. Finds his target, Robinson. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. So a punt coming up on 4th down, and it's against Belgium native Corliss Waitman with the honors. He fields this at the 18. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. He manages 13 on this punt return. And the Eagles will take possession. Handoff now from the gun. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. They give it to him again. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. That's a short gain of 1. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Here's the handoff. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Give now to the running back. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. We'll see what they... They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the Eagles push their lead to 18. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Kickoff taken at the 3. He lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Fields on first down. Finding Davis. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 31. Flushed out of the pocket. He takes it himself. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Shotgun snap to Fields. Continuing to move past the 45. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 47. Hits him on the out route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Ball on the 45. 1st and 10. Another throw for Fields. Dump off caught by his back. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They're now set for 1st and 10. Fields out of the gun. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Wanted to fit that one into Devontae Adams. And it's going to be 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
2nd down and 10. Fields dumped off to his running back. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go. We're good.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
5:51. Here we go. Oh, hurry up. Go.
They do snap it. Here's Fields. Davis there to grab it. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. How about 19 yards on 4th down, and the call to go for it pays off considerably. A tight end in motion now. Out of the shotgun, a give to A-Chain. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Don't jump. Ready?
Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And this is down to the 5-yard line before they can stop him. They're on the tackle, the rookie out of Auburn. Working quickly here. Intercepted, but oh, wait. Officials say that he wasn't in bounds. The offense can let out a little sigh of relief.
Here we go, tonight. Hurry up.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Buying some time left. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running this one left. And he'll find a little room to get this up to the 10. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Handoff to the back. And he's stopped after a nice gain up past the 25. They get 6, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Eagles close to beginning the year 4-0. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Back to the well again. And he'll get it up to the 27. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Now give left side. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's a give up the middle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of your guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And their start to the season not cooling off by any means as they move to 4-0 on the year.
a double. Hut, hut. Ready? Here we go, shot. Ready? Let's go now. Ready, set. Ready, set. Let's go. Go. Come on, set. Set up. Ready? Set. Set, go. Ready, ready. Set. Set. Ready. Here we go, here we go. Here we go, shot. Ready.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up is a name fans will know, Frank Gore Jr. Your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing. It's the Eagles and the Browns. And it's coming
Thank
up
you to
next
Trey
on
Mosley
Madden
for the
Football.
introduction.
We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams in this one going in the right direction. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, both these squads come in off winning streaks. Something's going to have to give, but you love having that momentum coming into a game like this.
And absolutely right, Mike. And on top of it, if you're the home team today playing in front of your home crowd, not only are you coming off this win streak and bringing this momentum into another home game, but you get the energy, you get the excitement of your crowd who's also riding this wave of winning football. But on the other sideline, you've got a hungry, hot road team that's looking in saying, all right, if you don't take us serious today, we're going to try to extend our winning streak of our own and get back onto this plane and go home with another win under our belt.
And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They're led out by their veteran quarterback, Super Bowl winner, Russell Wilson.
Well, I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards. If I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
On second down, Wilson. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. On 4th down, here comes Jack Fox to kick it away. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. Leading them out, the number 3 overall pick of the 2021 draft. From North Dakota State, it's Trey Lance.
Think back just a couple years, Mike. This was the 3rd overall pick in the 2021 draft. And while things haven't exactly panned out the way he likely envisioned for himself, there's no denying it. He still possesses a ton of raw talent and untapped potential. He's been grinding away kind of out of the spotlight these last couple years, hoping he'd eventually get another shot to showcase how much he's grown, and that opportunity has finally come.
Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Finding room at midfield. Screen works to perfection. Give him 18 yards and move the chains. First down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's to the rookie out of Michigan, Roman Wilson. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down. Handoff here, up the middle. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this offensive line creating running space. He'll get 6 and get inside the 10-yard line. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
To throw is Lance.
That's going to be caught. And this won't be a touchdown, but it will be a first down as they're able to get the conversion and set up first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Browns offense going to take over now for the second time. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Throwing is Wilson. That's brought in right side by Pickens. 3rd and 5. Now Russ. It's to the right side and corralled by Thielen. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Russ. Go right back to Thielen. Again, it's complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Throwing again. Wilson. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Auburn.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Up the middle they go. He'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Christian Harris there on the stop. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Dalvin Tomlinson fighting off the blocks to make the play. 3rd and 6. Lance. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after 1, 7-0 is our score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. 2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Lance. Now he takes off. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, here's Lance. Pass right side going to be taken in by Walker.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Roman Wilson was the intended target, and it'll lead to a second down. Here's Lance. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allowed him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
They're trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. Lance looking to throw. To the goal line and in. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Eagles. Extra point up and good from Moody. And the Eagles move out on top, 14-0. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. On the return, it is Trey Tucker. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Browns offense headed back to take over once more. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score, as the offense tries to regroup and get going, nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, wide open is Thielen. He's got it. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
From the shotgun, Wilson. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he tries to get to the edge, but cannot do it. Good job by the defense. No gain. On 2nd down, Russ. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. They go play action with Wilson. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Here's Jack Fox now. He's on for the 2nd time. They're trying to get something inside the 10. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. They'll begin here on the ground. And that's not going to yield a whole lot. Up to about the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. A handoff as they try to run it here. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They'll give on the ground, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half.
And you talk about a guy who's been running with a purpose here in the first half, Mike. I mean, not only hitting the holes and accelerating through them, but as the numbers telling you, he might be on his way to a big, big ball game.
He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down. They'll look to set up the screen here.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Here's a run. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. Now, here's second and goal. They'll go with him again. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That's a 2-touchdown game for numbers 7 and 8 for the season. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Now Wilson on first down. Here's a screen set up for Warren. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. From the gun, it's Wilson. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Now an opening past the 30. And he's going to finally be ushered out of bounds all the way up by midfield. First and 10. The Eagles offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the gun, they'll try to run it. With good blocking leading the way. He's got the first down inside the 25. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. He'll push forward for about a yard. Dalvin Tomlinson fighting off the blocks to make the play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's in. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Eagles. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line. Once again, it's Warren. And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8. Here comes 3rd and 6. Wilson to throw. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away. And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Lance. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
3rd and 9. Now Lance. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. This is caught at the 2. And he will score again. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in 1 game. That's his 3rd of the game, his 6th this year. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. He'll start at the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Russ. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll motion over Metcalf. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. On 1st down, Wilson. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Now Russ. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. 3rd down, 3 to go. Wilson. And that is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Trying for the old school coffin corner. That's pretty close. Start on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the 1st half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now a give up the middle, and he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Philadelphia.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. Defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. Now, faking the give.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down by about a yard. So they pick it up on 3rd and 2. They'll stick with him again. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Up the middle they go. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down. To throw, here's Lance. And that is incomplete.
could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. The offense staying out there for this fourth down. That's taken in. A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off. This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's first and goal. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Even with the lead, they're trying to press the tempo. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Eagles. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of Thielen. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's Wilson. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly. Wilson now to throw on third down. That one into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. To throw again is Wilson. He's got his tight end, Kincaid. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10. That's to Kincaid once again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Again, Wilson. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team. So, to win
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up is a name fans will know, Frank Gore Jr. Your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing.
The veneer of a new season is gone. Yes, we used veneer in a football game. We're in the middle of the schedule now. It's away here in Week 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their fourth-year quarterback.
I know quarterbacks of this ilk sure excite their teammates. They love to see his explosion and that speed come to life. I also know this, Kate, that defensive coordinator on the other side, he did not sleep good all week long, knowing he could do everything right, have the right call. That QB speed is a difference maker.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. They go play action on first. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion. On fourth down, here's Lou Hedley to put a drive into it. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. Bringing them out to fourth overall pick, who unfortunately had that rookie season cut short at just 4 games. Good to have him back from Florida, Anthony Richardson.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here, he's got to play some clean ball.
It's a completion of Michael Pittman Jr. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. The first chance inside the red zone now for the Giants. They've got 1st and 10 from the 20. Now run, first gives to Zach Charbonnet. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Flush down out to his left. He takes it himself. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
And he's brought down for a loss. After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied, knocked away, incomplete. So now, here's 3rd and goal. To throw, Richardson. And down he goes, the Eagles got him. And that sack gonna cost them some yardage. Now on comes Austin Seibert for the field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Piniero's kick is good. And that's gonna get them on the scoreboard.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Gray now on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Eagles and their running back about to get back to work. And he's been a frequent visitor to the end zone over the first couple of months of this season. Right now actually leading the league in rushing touchdowns. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Looking to throw, Lance. Into the hands of Walker. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Diamador Lenore there on the stop. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here's Lance now. Wilson's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They're going play action. Ryman there to haul it in. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 32. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Burton there to bring it in. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Right up the gut. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Eagles pull ahead 6-3 in the first. PAT up and good for Moody. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. He fields it from the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Giants taking the field for their 2nd possession. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. The drive will start with a run by Charbonnet. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Throw left side, complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 47. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Charbonnet now up the middle. And they make the stop, we're going to say, about the 37-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's keeping it. And he's tackled for a short gain. Now pause as we attend to an injured player, and you could hear the stadium take a collective breath. It's their quarterback, Anthony Richardson, who's in need of some assistance. On 2nd down, a run with Charbonnet. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Looking to throw, Zappi. He has the burst over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. All right, set now, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. It's complete to Pittman. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. 1 quarter down. quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Giants. Now Zappi. Touchdown, New York! So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles, and this running back headed back out for a new series. And he's continuing a great start to the season. You can see currently pacing the NFL in rushing yards. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
First down, and they go right back to it. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. All right, here we go. Second down. From the 48. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Lance gets it to him on the screen. Oh, he loses the football. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Back to throw, it's Lance. Caught by Burton. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Pass taken in by Burton. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Jarvis Brownlee there to make that play. Short yardage situation here, it's 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th.
4th and 1, why not turn it into a battle up front? You think you got the bigger, badder dudes on the line? Well, they just proved it. No thinking, just do it.
Here's a give up the middle. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Can't push it across. They make the stand, and looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, 2nd and goal. Now it's Lance. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a second quarter lead. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Xavier Gibson now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Giants and receiver Michael Pittman Jr. out and ready for their next series. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Finds him over the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. On the counter, it's Charbonnet. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Gets this one with Charbonnet. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. New set of downs for him at the 38. On first down, this is Charbonnet. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Another carry for Charbonnet. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He's on the move. He's running for it. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Now we've got a pause. Timeout called on the offensive side of the ball. Pittman sent in motion right. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Finds a seam down the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Giants with some work to do, trailing in this game. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Short pass brought in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Giants get some late points and the lead. Seibert now to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants push their lead to 3. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. The Eagles and receiver Roman Wilson making their way back out. And as they get started, we get to see some of the first-year players who've taken this league by storm and are leading our race for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They get 38 out of the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
That one's cut along the left sideline. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. They'll come up 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Has it down close. Touchdown, Philadelphia. On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Gibson now to return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. A nice return, but what a hit we had at the end of it. The Giants and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Oh, put some heat on it. That's grabbed inside the 30. He will go. Touchdown, New York. The Giants get some late points and the lead. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. Seibert's able to connect on that extra point. And the Giants push their lead to 3. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Return starts at the 9. Finds some space, he's past the 30. field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Looking to throw Lance. He finds him beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains. Here's Lance now. Finds his man Gray. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Second and 3 now. They go play action here. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Ball and defender arrives at the exact same time there. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. Here's Jake Moody for the field goal. From the left hash, a 40-yard look. Moody knocks it through. And it'll knock this game up late in the second quarter.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Gibson now to return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. We have reached no need for halftime. We'll just keep it right here and get started with the third quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Gibson now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Giants and Zach Charbonnet ready for another go on offense. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Giants will have a first down. Now Richardson to throw. Pittman's got it. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Straight ahead with Charbonnet. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Again, it's Charbonnet. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Here comes Bryce Behringer to handle the 4th down punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. The visitors returning their offense and this running back to the field. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Back-to-back carries here. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. Another carry for him. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, Kate, these are not the plays that are like bold in the stat sheet when you look back on it. But these are the kind of gains by the running back that keep the offense on schedule and move the chains.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So 2nd down coming up. Plowing up the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Here's Lance. Burton there to bring it in. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
They'll run here on first down. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 21. Escapes out to the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To the air, Lance. Dumps it off to his running back. It's inside the 10. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. First down from the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles grab the lead on their first series of the half. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Gibson now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. They're out and set. 1st and 10. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he has to be happy about his game. We're checking some of the highlights right now that he's made so far. A good showing. I've seen him in the zone from time to time. And also he's just seen the field well from his spot in the middle of this offense. Markers reset. Ball at the 37. Now we get to Charbonnet coming right. And he's brought down for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. On the give, here's Charbonnet. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Richardson now. This is complete to Charbonnet. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down throw here from Richardson. This is reeled in by Pittman. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants can tie it up after hitting Paydirt in the 3rd. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Giants tie this game up. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. The visitors, Jermaine Burton headed out there now. 1st and 10 now from the 30. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. Buys time, rolling right. It's his running back. This is ahead for about 5. That stop made by T.J. Watt. Offense to the line for second down. From the 36. On the move, headed right. He's running with it. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Hand off to the back. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger. But that back remains hungry.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5. Here's the handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
From the red zone now. He rolls to his right. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 4th quarter lead. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Has this at the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now here comes the New York offense. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The drive will start with a run by Charbonnet. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5. Richardson. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away. The Giants are set to punt. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. Got 46 on his first punt, so this one's pushing a little more distance. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They came into this game on a 5-game win streak and currently in control, but could be a 6th straight victory. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. Lance. Chased out to his right. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. They're going play action. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Now it's Lance. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw. Oh, he lost the football. And it's picked out by Giants now trail by just a point in the fourth. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Gray now on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Finds his target, Ryman. And this one doesn't go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is reeled in by Wilson. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Able to hit Ryman, complete. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. And he has stayed productive throughout this game. He's up to the 300-yard mark after that last completion. Really has been a solid showing for him finding his targets. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Throwing his lands. Pass taken in by Burton. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. On 1st down, they'll run. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Throwing off the play fake here. Cut by Burton. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Rolling left, buying some time. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. Here's Lance now. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 4th quarter lead. PAT up and good for Moody. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He's got Harrison. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Flushed out of the pocket. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for him. We've got 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's keeping it again. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Breaks the tackle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants down by 7. Quick pass, right side, complete. He has the New York touchdown. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the fourth. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Completes this one to Gray. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 2nd and 3 now. Setting up to pass. Forced out to his right. He takes it himself. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. New set of downs for him from the 46. Back to throw. He's on the move. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. Still one more in their pocket to use. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back to the well again. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. It's a 3-yard gain, only a yard shy of the marker on 3rd down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their 1st. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
One final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. One final second on that clock. There's a timeout. We'll have to wait just a touch longer to close this one out. So everything comes down to this from Jake Moody. He connected once, and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. Toward that left upright, and no good! It bounces off! Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready. So as we go through this coin toss, Brock, I'm sure most of our fans know it, but this is something that can decide the game. If the team who gets it first scores a touchdown, the game is over. But if they only kick a field goal, their opponent gets it with a shot to win or tie. And if we play beyond those 2 possessions, the next score would then win. And hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. Has this at the 6. Returns looking good so far. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They couldn't quite get the job done in regulation, but the home crowd rising now to fire them up and help them finish the job right away in OT. 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Charbonnet gets it. And he'll get it up to the 44. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Charbonnet. Broke through the tackle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They're set up at the 35 now. Going to the ground again on first. And they beat him to the edge. That run stops back at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. This time it's a passing play. This one quickly to Harrison. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They kick the running back in motion. 3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They'll throw again, Richardson. Bails out of the pocket quick. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. This offense in position now, it's 1st and goal. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And oh, he got an interception!
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back! Because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
Hits his running back. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 23. Buys time, rolling right. He's on the move. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. Lance. Burton there to bring it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. There's a give up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Looking to throw, Lance. Dump off, caught by his back. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
The give here on 2nd. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 5 men in the secondary for the G-men now ahead of 3rd down. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field. Not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
He connects downfield on 4th. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. From the red zone now. Setting up the screen. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Well, as expected, here's the timeout, and now they'll get to discuss the play that'll end this in a win or a tie. Throwing it again here. He's got it. And he's going to win this game, Brock. That's a touchdown. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from New York.
It's Week 8 of the 2024 season, and we'll get a look here at Trey Lance. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Eagles and the Bengals, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gordon. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they've got all W's on the ledger so far, a perfect 6-0.
Yeah, still a long way to go in this season, but they're showing everyone early on that they intend to be there in the end.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
Up the middle they go with Gore. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you've got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
11 more on that one and another first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here's Lance. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
The Eagles at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that can ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Gore diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Wide second down, right back to Hunt.
A little juke. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Prescott now. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Yeah, here we go.
Now Prescott. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, Prescott. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Now, Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. They still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Eagles offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's putting together a very strong first half of the season. Currently the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Gore again here on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2 yards to go, second down. They'll stick to the ground game with Gore. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. And now they'll throw with Lance. This one finds Wilson downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Play action, now it's Lance. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles are able to stretch out their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Play action now. Prescott. And this complete to Mitchell. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Here's Prescott. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Handoff up the middle. Hunt. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Prescott to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every.
Touchdown Bengals. Ladd McConkey from 3 yards out. And the Bengals are back within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles offense and their running back getting set to go once more. He's got a rushing touchdown of the game already as you check to see where he is ranked in rushing TDs coming into the weekend. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Lance. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A give left for Gore. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2nd down and 8. Working from the gun. Lance eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. The Lance going to throw. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Excellent work there by Lance as he First down.
Facing second and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why don't I just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
And Walker has it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Here's Lance to throw it. Flush to his right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in his first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
On first and goal, Gore. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Gore again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. They'll try and push it in with Gore. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he will find his man on the outside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. Well, hang on now, we're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Now 2nd and 3. Now Prescott. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. To throw is Prescott. Caught along the left side by Hyatt. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From a yard out. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-17. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with a Bengals score. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Got a man here. It's Wilson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. And Lance now to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Walker. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll begin just outside Washington at Commanders Field in Landover, where you see the final score there. DeAndre Swift, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And you can see, currently, they trail in that ball game. 2-2 at well. 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get over to Inglewood, see what's happening with the Chargers at home at SoFi Stadium. And they've gone to the half in that one with the visiting Saints out on top. The Saints trying to finish that one off and claim victory. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense?
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Prescott from the gun. Douglas with a grab over the middle. And he's brought down. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Now Prescott. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott now. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Off the play fake, Prescott under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Fighting through pressure. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that gives them a 3-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's run well here in the first half of the season, no doubt. You can see the graphic. NFL leader in rushing coming into the weekend.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now Gore, handoff left. And some room to roll. There he goes, left side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. With his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Eagles have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bengals offense and Dak Prescott getting ready to go once more. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Working free to drop him for the sack there was Amari Barno. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Prescott. Buying time to his left. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Here's A.J. Cole now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Oh, twisting away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8. Off of play action, here's Lance. It's brought in by Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On 1st down, it's Gore. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Play action. Now it's Lance. He'll buy some time right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lance. And it's caught. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Lance looking to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Douglas, the man in motion. Prescott from the gun on third.
That is caught.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On play action, Prescott.
Hyatt able to make the catch downfield.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jalen Hyatt, 40 yards. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the third, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that. And guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4.
To throw, it's Lance.
And Walker has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Throwing now is Lance. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gore. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The Lance going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter.
Now a play fake. Lance.
They'll roll him out right.
There's a short one caught by Ryman.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5. On play action, Lance. A short throw to Musgrave.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 21. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Here's Lance.
He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll try it up the gut with goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Luke Musgrave.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Bengals set to take over. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
How did he stay on his feet? And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Kareem Hunt,
53 yards.
And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And Lance now to throw.
Flushed out right. And he's got room.
And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
The Eagles on third down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So 1st and goal. 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Eagles are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. Moody good with the extra point.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Over the middle, complete. That's Douglas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he completes it to Hunt. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And again, it's Prescott. Finds his man over the middle. It's Likely. And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. This is caught. Touchdown. Isaiah Likely. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
That's pulled in by Wilson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. Finding Walker, complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. You take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He's been terrific. Up over 100 yards now for the game. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. So it's a high five for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game as he draws ever nearer to potentially making a run at an NFL record. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So Dak Prescott in the offense. Down by 12. 1:40 remaining. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. It's caught. Mitchell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Dak. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Dak. Hyatt has got it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Jalen Hyatt with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are back within a score. So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that should do it. He's got a first down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here. Now a handoff for goal. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game. That means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for
Ready?